was there a qualification somebody had to have in order to run for for the emperor, or did could anyone of a noble house simply show up and say they wanted to be emperor? Did you have to be because of course England was not an elector, nor was France. How was this? How was it determined who can run and who could not?
Well, you had to have a certain amount of money, obviously. Number one. Number two, legally, the same requirements as for the Pope. You know, you had to be a baptized, believing Catholic. Practically speaking, you had to be a royal with a good deal of money, or at least a noble, a Central European noble with a good deal of money. It was, practically speaking, it was usually only the great nobles of Germany who could even dream of being emperor, but not always. And you've got to bear in mind that in theory, the Holy Roman Emperor was the equivalent of the Pope. And as Viscount Bryce, in his History of the Holy Roman Empire, points out, there were sort of four concentric circles, you might say, of what the empire consisted of. So let's say you're the emperor, okay? And let's say that the Rundus lands are X part of Germany. All right. That's the first part. You've got your own area, Rundusia. That's your core. But wait, there's more. There are the imperial free cities. There are the ecclesiastical principalities. There are the imperial knights who have small estates. They are also dependent on you, and not on any of the great houses. So that's your second circle. Your third circle is the entirety of what's supposed to be within the boundaries of the empire. But then there's the fourth circle, which is every Catholic nation in Christendom. So, as a result, that was how Richard of Cornwall and Alfonso of Castile could be elected emperors, even though they didn't have territorial bases. It wasn't a smart idea, practically speaking, but theoretically there was no reason not to.